Today we are making some lobster tails. I'm going to do lobster tails two ways. I'm going to bake some and then I'm going to deep fry some just because I want to try them deep fried. Okay, I'm going to make some garlic mashed potatoes using red potatoes and just a little corn for Thai. My seasonings, I'm only using Creole, Old Bay, lemon pepper, garlic, and then I'm going to make a butter sauce with these seasonings. And I'm actually going to roast some garlic so I can have the roasted garlic for my garlic mashed potatoes. I got some half and half. I'm just going to fry this in some Louisiana fresh fry. I'm not doing too much. I got some Parmesan cheese and some cream cheese. And I'm going to just start off by seasoning these lobster tails, and just, it's actually my first time making them, but I'm confident that I'll do well. After I season the lobster tails, I'm going to go ahead and slice up and peel these potatoes and boil them for the garlic mashed potatoes. And of course this corn will be last. I'll do that off the camera. You don't need to see how to make corn, but I'll definitely start off right here. So you get the lobster tail, it looks yucky, but you want to kind of break the bone to loosen it up, and you don't want to damage it too much, but yeah, whatever. Where's my kitchen shears? Stay tuned. After you break little homie up, you're going to come under here with some shears and cut the shell. Oh, that looked bad. I'm trying to make it neat. There we go. Trying to make it neat. I don't know. And you don't want to cut it all the way. You just want to cut it till you get to the top of the shell. And that's it, okay? Then you want to pull it open and try to separate the meat from the shell. And I'm just going to gently come in here with my fingers and just pull the meat off of the shell. Yep. It ain't that hard. Get under there and lift it off the shell like that. Just try to be gentle. Don't want to tear up your meat too much. You get low homie broke, you want to just squeeze that shell back down under there. And then it's this vein in the middle. I'm going to grab me a nice little knife and I'm going to devein it. I don't really see the vein, but I'll be messing around with them veins anyway. Alright, so now I'm about to rinse these through this salt water and lemon juice. And then I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning these. Oh. And the key to getting fishy smell off of you is use a lemon, y'all. It takes that fishy stuff right off of you. I might put on some gloves just because. Girl, you being extra. All right, so I'm about to season. So I'm gonna hit this with some Old Bay seasoning first.
Oh, is that
get that
right?
Old Bay in there and kind of hit the back sides of it too.
Remember you snuck and got that tattoo?
Girl, sneak, a grown ass woman.
You snuck and got it from me. And I said, Candace, what is that?
She's controlling, guys. Ty is a control freak.
You said, I mean, it was just...
Girl, bad. Alright. I'm gonna hit it with some garlic.
No, Mom.
What?
That was the wrong side.
Oh. I'm trying not to touch this after I touch that, because you know, one hand only. We don't want to cross-contaminate this stuff. Then I'm gonna hit it with some lemon pepper. Ty,
okay, they want to see your toes, Ma. So.
You be too close. They don't want to see my toes, but you be too close to the video. I tell you that all the time. You be all up on it.
Okay. They can see your toes and mine.
Creole seasoning. Don't be putting my toes on here during this pandemic. You know what I'm talking about. It ain't right.
Trying to get all angles for the people.
It ain't right. Alright, so I'm also going to hit this with a butter sauce when I make it. But for the meantime, in between time, I'm going to squeeze my favorite lemon juice on it.
So you frying some?
I'm frying some, yeah. But I'm going to let these sit in this in a minute and marinate. But I'm going to come back with some butter sauce. But my potatoes are going to take the longest. So this is going to go to the side. I'm going to peel up these red potatoes real quick. Red potatoes. I'm gonna peel up these red potatoes real quick, and then I'm gonna boil those. That don't need to be on camera, but that's what I'm about to do, and then I'll come back and start focusing on this. I'm going to hit this boiling water with a little sea salt, and I'm going to go ahead and add my potatoes. And I chopped them up in some small chunks, not tiny chunks, but small enough because I want them to cook fast. And the smaller the chunks, the quicker they'll boil. So I'm just going to add my chunks in there. Tabby always putting a full thing of water in here when you don't need that much, but I appreciate her helping. No. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in there and let those boil until they get soft. Potatoes boiling, almost ready. And what I did right here was I'm boiling some garlic cloves so that they can get softened. I'm going to scoop some of these up and put them in my potatoes when I start mashing them. And I'm going to smash some up for my garlic butter flavor. So I'm just boiling them long enough for them to get soft. So I drained most of the water out of my garlic, and my garlic is super duper soft, and that's what I want it to be because I'm making garlic butter and I want it to fall apart. It smells amazing. So now I'm going to add my butter because I'm using this butter two ways. One way is going to be for my lobster tails.
Put it on the low heat.
Thanks, Ty.
Yes.
Lobster tails in the other way. So I'm going to put a whole stick of butter in here because I'm going to put some of this in my garlic mash and some of this is going to go in my lobster tails. But I want all that garlic to be fresh and shredded as it is. And that was the benefit of me boiling it.
I'm going to add a little parsley.
Okay, Ty. Parsley and what else?
And then season to perfection. Since it's going on seafood, I would say lemon juice.
Okay, so we're going to add some parsley in here. What else? Oh, guess what I bought?
What, girl?
One of them lemon things. Shout out to Ashley. Ash mashed potatoes told me to go to the dollar store. And she told me to go to the dollar store and I can get my little lemon press thing. And guess what happened when I went to the dollar store?
You found your lemon press thing.
I found my lemon press thing
on
for
game.
$1.
On Pyru.
Girl, shut up. So, shout out to Ashley again. I got a lemon thing. So now I get to add fresh lemon juice just like that without having to squeeze it with my hand.
Right, so much classier.
Yep, bam. So I have butter, parsley, lemon juice. What else you want me to hit it with? All that Old Bay and all that other crap? Not yet?
Nah, I actually like to go without.
Let me melt this all down. Should I add any other seasoning in?
Just keep it simple. I'm so proud of you. You just did that. I feel like we need another stick of butter.
Not yet. Because I'm probably just really going to put this in my, no, I already put the other, okay, so the other garlic cloves that I was boiling, I went on and dropped them in my potatoes.
Oh.
Because now that I'm about to strain these potatoes because they're ready. Oh, God, I'm just going to strain that like that. Whew. That steam be real. And I'm just going to transpose these after I shake them. I don't need to rinse them or anything. Get all that water off. And drop them back into the pot so I can start mashing. My eye's still hot, but my stuff is off. And they're all the way soft, so I don't need much. But I'm going to smash them down first. Just a little. And now that I got them all smashed away, I think it's okay. I'm about to hit it with another, some butter. Probably half a stick because it's not that much. Half a stick of butter. A little half and half. My garlic is already in there, so it's already going to be whipped in it. But I'm going to also hit it with a little more seasonings. Butter. I'm going to hit it with some half and half. Ouch. Popped in my face. And I'm going to hit it with some cream cheese. How much cream cheese? I don't need a lot because it's just a small amount for Ty and I. So I'll do probably. I'm going to let this blend up. And once this butter melts, I'll start whipping all of this. So these mashed potatoes are whipped. I'm going to hit them with a little parsley. I'm going to hit them with a little salt. just a little. And some pepper. I gotta grab the pepper down. And I'm gonna just let them cool out. They still real hot right now, but they're gonna thicken up in 1 second.
We should add cheese.
I already added cream cheese.
Oh, never mind.
You can add cheese to your personal stash. So I'm gonna add some pepper in here. Probably just a dash of garlic powder. And they done.
Favorite meal, Candace?
And everything is your favorite meal. You say that all the time.
I'm glad you know, sister. You can cook. Yeah, I'm not being biased because you my mama. Ain't that right?
That's right. I can cook. Anybody who's ever...
You're not being biased either because you're a realist.
CC's Kitchen, no. I can throw down. All right, so what else am I adding to this? A little garlic powder, and that's it.
Oh. What is that you're adding, huh?
Parmesan. I forgot I had some fresh Parmesan cheese. Ty, you got me. You got me.
Baby, I could cook. Now, that's not biased.
You got me on the fresh Parmesan. Now time to batter these bad boys up for deep fry. And I'm really just going to rub this thing all in this Louisiana fresh fry. I did not put nowhere close to the bag in there because it's only these two that I'm going to test out. I ain't crazy.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna do too much, so I'm just gonna fry 2. And I'm gonna get them all battered up in this fish fry. People love you because you is so on it. I think my grease is ready. I hope it's ready. I'm just gonna go for it. Bam. Bam. Drop them boys in there like that. And let them go. Let them go.
Let them go. Hey. Run. Here they go.
Here they go. All right, I'm gonna let them deep fry, and I guess until I feel like I can pull them out. I don't want them to overcook, but I'm gonna let them fry until they're crispy, I guess. Bake to this butter. I took most of the butter out, and I'm gonna add some of this Cajun seasoning to the butter. And again, I took most of the butter out because I ain't about that wasting the butter and seasoning mix. So I'm gonna just mix these two together. And before I throw these in the oven, I'm going to just go ahead on and sop these up real quick. I got to make these stand up. They little. They're not as big as I wanted them to be. So I'm going to sop these up one more time for the one time.
How long you going to keep these in the oven?
I'm going to bake these for 400 degrees for about 10-15 minutes. Lisa Carroll told me they're ready when the shell turns bright red. So I'm going to monitor them for that bright red shell.
Shout out to Lisa. We love you, boo.
So I'm about to pop these in the oven for about 10-15 minutes and let them cook. It's already preheated at 400, so let's roll. All right, they look like they nice and brown to me. I definitely don't want them to overcook. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out this grease right now and let them dry up a little. And here is the final presentation. Yes, and I am about to eat. Bon appetit.